I've been very blessed to have two amazing parents. Grew up in a small town in West Tennessee, a lawyer dad and a teacher mom. And from the very earliest days, they taught us that giving is who we are. It's not something we do on Sunday. It's not something we do just when we're asked. Giving is really why we're put here on earth. And it was really beautiful to learn that. All kinds of stories we have of my mom inviting students into our home to eat dinner with us. We'd never met, but she knew that they were distressed and needed a place to feel loved and be fed spiritually, physically, emotionally. It wasn't popular and wasn't to be done, but they did it. And we grew up with all kinds of people around our table. My sister and I would wake up at any given morning, Saturday morning or whatever, and there would be groups of people huddled around the kitchen table. We'd know some of them, wouldn't know some of them. My dad would bring in friends from all over. My mom would bring in friends. My parents never locked the door. Trinity has some amazing people. There's never a doubt that the people I see at church at Trinity on Sundays during worship, or on Saturday nights at movie nights, or Wednesday night small group that we have on Zoom now, but former days in person, which we will get back to soon. There's never a doubt that these people are so authentic and they want to give of their lives too. Going to church is obviously very important to God and important to our community. We need the church. We need the church universal to be a part of keeping God's legacy alive and inspiring others to give in every way of their prayers, presence, gifts, service, witness. There is just a wonderful, comfortable connection about the people of Trinity who have hearts to give and serve and love our neighbors, whether it's in the neighborhood, whether it's downtown, whether it's in our communities of Williamson County or throughout, or even into Nashville, with our homeless friends and our friends and students who are hungry here in town, wherever they are. Trinity has a purpose, and it's real easy to plug into that when you feel God's love and you feel that it's really natural. You want to give. To feed people, we need money to do that. It's just pretty plain simple. So we need prayers and we need presence and we need gifts to do that. And we know that as the church body, just like our different parts of the physical body, God calls us all differently and unites us together with different primary spiritual gifts. And we know that everyone has a sense of giving and generosity, but we have to find out what that is. So we need those who can pray for us as we are seeking places to go and feed and love the least and the lost and the hurting among us. And there are so many among us who are hurting. And we need those who can give of their resources to let us buy food for those who live under the bridges and live in the tents and have rats and raccoons beside them, and our friends who live at the dumpster and they sit on a 5-gallon bucket and they're fortunate if they get $1.50 perhaps in the day, or they're at a wheelchair in the middle of the road day after day after day seeking food. We need resources to do that. Our kids who are hungry in the high schools, they eat while they're at school, but what about when they're not at school? What about the weekends when they go home and they're hungry and it's just mom there or just dad there, or perhaps they are alone at home? What are they going to do to eat? So we provide all kinds of opportunities here locally through the Well and through Jetpack and other programs to provide them with food. We need funds in order to love people well. And I think Trinity does a really good job of offering their resources in so many different ways, but we are never to stop. Our mission is never ending, and the need for funds is never ending to buy tents and all kinds of first aid supplies and food and all the things you can imagine that basic people's needs. Trinity's funding goes to that in missions and firmly stands behind that, and we're so grateful, and we need everyone's support. We really appreciate it.